Hope they know what they're doing.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Gave the hawk lumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to better have a look around. See about the hawk lumps and the box of letters. That's all the hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Incendio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or together. Defender! Incendio! Protego! Incendio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Incendio! 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 Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Incendio! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Catapulta! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defender! Protego! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego! Incendio! That was a close one. This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Without us reminding you where you last hid your sacks of gold.
Revelio. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Revelio! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Revelio! That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Confringo! Revelio! Incendio! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
goblins once. Now what will they take from us?
Repair over saving
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Hengist of Wood.
Guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Incendio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Revelio! Incendio! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
10 magical herbs, let alone one.
Where did you and Poppy run off to?
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
Anything to do with the dark arts should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
That's awful. But no matter the circumstance, he should never have cast it. He should have known better.
Trust me, it's not as easy as you might assume, thinking straight when you've been hit with Crucio. After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fooper feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
Where do you find time for this and your homework?
I've plenty of time for both. Been managing for years. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Sounds simple enough, and who wouldn't want to go to Honeyduke's?
Ah, brilliant. Thank you. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed. Trust me.
couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig's things?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework, get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig's things for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Revelio. This looks like the right statue. Now, what was the password? Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken though. Levioso, Accio, Glacis, Arresto Momentum. Levioso, Accio, Revelio. A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken. Expelliarmus, Confringo. Incendio. Defendo.